Welcome back to Kaboom!
Kaboom!
And we're here with a new topic that you'll love to see. Ever dreamed of becoming the next highest paid gamer like Ninja? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This will increase your chances with 1,000%. Do you love our channel? Support us now and get your Kaboom membership and get cool badges, emoticons, and infinite luck in return. If you know even the slightest thing about video game streaming, then it's impossible to have not heard of Ninja. Even though he only streams a few games at a time, not only does he have 24.1 million subscribers on YouTube, but he's the most followed streamer of all time on Twitch. There are no easy feats, and when someone is such an icon, you naturally want to know about him. So, today, we're going to look at the 10 things you may not know about Ninja. Number 10. His real name. Just like any other major streamer or celebrity, we get so used to their stage names that we often forget to even check if they have a real name at all. And unlike some streamers that tend to hide their real identity for privacy, Ninja is more open about his real identity. His real name is Richard Tyler Blevins, and he's usually just referred to as Tyler when someone wishes to call him by his name. Number 9. On the cover of the ESPN magazine. While esports have been making a name for themselves for quite a while now, Ninja was the first ever esports player to ever be featured on the cover of an ESPN sports magazine. This was a remarkable feat as it forced the world to take esports more seriously, since ESPN is a massive name in the industry, and it featured an in-depth article on Ninja's life and what streaming means to him. Number 8. Ninja's monthly income. You, us, and everyone else on the planet have wondered what Ninja's monthly income is. And according to expert calculations, Ninja makes approximately $500,000 per month from streaming video games on Twitch, and then later uploading clips of them on YouTube. Aside from the followers and paid subscriptions, he gets a lot of money from donations, business partners, sponsorships, and more. This is of course only the monthly income, as he makes extra money on the side from streaming deals, such as the one you're about to learn about on number 7.
Let's go! Oh my god!
Number 7. Ninja was paid $1 million to promote a game. Apex Legends might have gotten swept under the rug since its competition did not allow it to become the next big thing. But it was originally intended to be the Fortnite/PUBG killer when originally developed and released. As a part of their attempt, they paid a whopping $1 million to Ninja to play and promote the game. Although Ninja's contribution helped and the game got 10 million signups in the first few days of its announcement, unfortunately the game failed to use that momentum to climb up to the top. However, Ninja still streams Apex Legends to this day time to time. Number 6. Ninja is married. Looks can be deceiving, and that's certainly true with Ninja, as he looks very young despite the fact that he's 30 years old. But not only is he not a young adult, he's even married to an influencer called Jessica Blevins, who has 1.2 million Instagram followers of her own. Ninja has also stated her as the reason of why he doesn't collaborate with female streamers often, because fans start pairing them and he doesn't want that to happen when he's happily married. Number 5. Ninja was on Family Feud. When you usually hear about celebrities being on Family Feud, they tend to be there as famous guests. However, Ninja was on Family Feud back in 2014 when he wasn't particularly famous, and was just seen as another family that does not have a famous background. However, Ninja performed decently and managed to rack up $40,000 in prize money and won many rounds rather quickly. It seems that Ninja was always destined to be a winner. Number 4. Ninja's origin. While Ninja is best known for streaming games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Valorant, and Call of Duty, that's not where he originally began his streaks of winning. The very first notable tournament that he won was in 2012, where he ranked first place on a Halo 4 Dallas 2012 competition. Then he went on to win a couple of H1Z1 and PUBG tournaments, until he finally got around to playing Fortnite properly later on, and finding his true fame.
Yes! Oh my god, yes!
Number 3. Ninja has a drinking problem. In one of his live streams where Ninja was playing Fortnite with his friends, his wife began to complain about the fact that Ninja drank all of the beer that they had at home. His wife insisted that it was a present meant for her, but Ninja said not a good one since you didn't drink any of them. This is where the main event begins, as his wife says, "I don't drink every day like you do," as a response. And his friends immediately tried to save the day by changing the topic and joking that Ninja is an alcoholic. This worried fans a lot since his wife was pretty serious in the accusation, and since Ninja seemed burnt out in general at the time, the internet declared that Ninja has a drinking problem. Whether it's still an issue or not, we'll never know.
Good.
I'm waiting for I don't drink beer every day like you.
Wow.
Lupo,
Ninja has a drinking problem. Ninja.
Tim the Tatman. Dr. Lupo, Fear Itself. Hey, what's going on YouTube?
Fear Itself. Ninja is an alcoholic. Ninja is an alcoholic.
Heard it here. Ninja drinks every day. YouTube.com/DrLupo. Twitter.com/DrLupo.
Number 2. Ninja's room. Ever paid attention to that consistent mini refrigerator in which a couple of Red Bull energy drinks are placed in? Ninja's streaming camera is always placed in such a way that it can be seen, and it's been there for a very long time. Obviously, it's a sponsorship, but it goes far beyond the refrigerator. The entire room is designed, crafted, and paid for by Red Bull as a part of their sponsorship, which includes the LED lights, 8 monitors, 4 4K 60 FPS cameras, high-quality microphones, and an analyst desk. The official budget for this setup was never specified, but experts estimate it at over $20,000 at the very least. Number 1. Ninja is big on charity. Ninja has always been vocal about how terrible a cause suicide is for deaths in young people, and he tries his best to raise awareness of conditions such as depression and Alzheimer's. However, he's not all talk, and actually contributed $110,000 to charity towards the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Additionally, he was a part of the iconic #ClipsForKids event where a total of $340,000 was raised for children who needed financial aid. This isn't all that he's contributed to charity either, despite how massive those figures are, as it's a regular thing for him to start fundraiser streams. He might not be known for philanthropy like Mr. Beast, but he surely does a lot nonetheless. Check out this video. It's specially selected for you. You'll like it.